Yes, YouTube, what's going on? We are back with another brilliant brand new episode of UK Prison Stories. HMP Holloway and HMP Pentonville. Two infamous, dangerous, nasty dungeons separated by about a mile. Many dangerous, infamous, notorious gangsters and criminals have passed through those big iron doors in both institutions. Many infamous, nasty, notorious stories, some we've heard of, some we'll never heard of, has happened behind those big iron doors. But the reality, as is always in life, is different to the imagination. Every single cell isn't taken up with a notorious, infamous, nasty, dangerous gangster. Most of them are taken up with petty criminals because they have massive addictions or massive personality disorders, massive issues that they haven't dealt with, massive traumas that they haven't dealt with, that are eating them up and chewing them up and spitting them out. That's living for most people, and that's not really living. I've said it before, scum that lives around the toilet seat, well, it's existing, isn't it? It's existing, it's alive somewhere down the line, it's an entity that's living, but it's not actually living, is it? You couldn't say, oh, that's lived a life, that bit of scum around the toilet rim. It's existing on the toilet rim, and it knows no better because that's all it's ever known. That's all it'll ever know until it gets washed away with the shit. And if you're taking drugs every day and you're drinking yourself into oblivion every day, one day you're going to end up getting washed away with that shit. Let's crack on.
18-year-old Jade West is back in jail for the 6th time on burglary charges. She was taken into care at an early age and has been in institutions all her life.
When I come in last night, I was like, yeah, but I've even got my old cell back.
Jade is a binge drinker with a long history of petty offending.
HMP is Her Majesty's Playground.
It's really sad when she's talking about going back to the same cell and looking around and these people are her family. Something clearly has happened to this young girl. Something has clearly happened to all the people you're about to see from a young age, and they haven't dealt with it, and it's put them in a time warp, innit? It's just kept them wherever they was when that bad things happened.
Her security, this is her extended family, but it'd be terrible that it got into such a pattern that she never comes out of the cycle and gets longer sentences for being a prolific offender, and that's the scary bit for her, I think.
Tell her to get out of my face, bruv, seriously, man.
Jade's Achilles heel is her anger, which has continued to cause problems both outside and inside prison.
I'll just say to guy that dickhead over there. Much I mean you don't know, puff. Go back, go suck your mum. Did you not just hear me? Get out of my face or I'll headbutt you, bruv, serious. You'll get it.
Today, Jade has been cautioned for failing to leave the exercise yard when told to do so. She is not happy.
Why are you banging, Jade?
I am.
Why? You're not in the mood for what? What with that behaviour? What do you think I'm going to do? Just turn your light on, Jade. Right, I need a word. Because I'm sure you've already heard that I'm aware of your behaviour this morning.
Oh no, you make it out like I did say.
No. Stop swearing for a start.
No.
Listen to me. Miss Nash has put you on report. You're aware of that?
Okay, just put me down the stick then.
I'm not putting you down the seg. But you're one step away from basic. Do you understand that?
Sure.
Jade, do you want to put you on report as well?
Put me on report. What was the reason you put me on report then?
For refusing to leave the yard?
Did I come in? Yes. Did you have to restrain me? No!
And I think that's put, she's shouting like, no, did I come in? Yes. She's like a 5-year-old. So whatever happened to her when she was younger, if anything did happen to her, I'm not going to speculate, but if something happened to her when she was that age, that's why she's emotionally, mentally acting like that now, because she hasn't got over it, she hasn't dealt with it, so she's staying there, she's stuck there.
She's now going to be basic. That means she has half hours association each day. Our visits will be restricted. She gets to spend less on canteen, and she spends most of the day in her room.
Jade's behaviour continues to deteriorate. Staff must now monitor her regularly as she has a history of self-harm, including choking herself with ligatures. Craig has just arrived at Pentonville prison. He's been here many times before. He smokes crack and heroin and shoplifts to fund his habit.
A crack and heroin addict that shoplifts to fund his habit. If you go back and look at any of my reaction videos, you'll see that most of the prisoners that are in prison are these sort of people. Early prisoner release scheme. You know, there's too many prisoners in. Doors are about to, the doors are about to come off because you're holding so many in. It can't handle it. Stop sending people away for shoplifting then. Send them to a rehab for 2 years, a year. It will do them so much more better, and society in general.
I went to prison when I was 21. In that period of time, I've been to prison 13 times. 90% of them are drug-related crimes. I was homeless, I was doing a lot of badness to fund my drug habit. Jolting, innit? Back in the system again, man. Some dickhead bullshit.
Craig wants to make this time inside his last.
Every time I come jail, I can't believe the view's the same. It doesn't change. That noise, the banging door, the alarm bells. This is what makes it more and more know that this ain't for me, man. I ain't gonna break the cycle unless I stop smoking.
Once he's settled back into prison, Craig has some respite from his drug habit. He receives a daily dose of the heroin substitute, methadone.
Some people say that's more addictive than heroin.
Thank you,
It's vital that Craig stops using drugs, as over recent years he's become prone to fits.
And he died in this jail 2009, down to my medical problems, which was caused, some of it because of my drug use. Do you understand? Man can't be dying young. I woke up in a coma, still in custody. I've never ever felt so serious about stopping this cycle. I'm 27 now. At 213, I promised myself I'm not going to be a junkie and coming back to jail.
4 weeks into his sentence, prison medics are called to Craig's cell.
Who's behind the door, come on.
That's a good way to live. For everyone that says you deserve what you get and blah 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 blah. That's the reality of life, being a drug addict, shoplifter, in and out of prison, mental problems, medical issues coming from every angle because you're abusing your body and you're slowly poisoning yourself. And your cellmate standing outside going, "Christ, scary, innit?" Again, scum man a toilet seat is existing, is what he's doing.
Just want to stay there for a bit?
This has happened to me in places that's been unpleasant, crack houses, buses, roads. I've been in squats by myself. This has happened. Waking up in hospital. I've had enough of this, man. Not coming back to this, man. Not coming back to this, man. And I can start trying to live my life and be Craig again.
Back in Holloway, Jade's privileges have been removed. She has become more agitated and is making ligatures from torn curtains, hiding them on her person.
Jade.
No, seriously, stop!
You know I'm not gonna go.
Well, you still think I'm not going to tie this around my neck yet?
No, I think you probably will. Jade, let's put it in perspective. You're tearing the curtain off the window, tearing it into strips to tie around.
Well, take that then, take everything, take the bed,
And you
take
think
this,
I'm going to
take
leave?
that.
Do you think that's likely?
Oh, do I really look happy that I'm going to be on revolt? Do you think I'm going to be happy?
Are you surprised?
Whether it's
Jade?
now or tomorrow?
Are you
No.
Are you surprised? You know I'll be back, Jade.
Well, again, you think I'm going to let you cut it off? No.
Staff are not allowed to search Jade for ligatures and must make regular checks on her.
When Jade comes in, she likes to push the boundaries. It's almost like we're the institution that cares about her, and she needs to do what she does to get a response.
Jade has now tied a ligature round her neck. It is an emergency.
One code blue and H1, half a one over. Jade, calm down.
Get off me now. Get off me.
No, we need to rest it on me.
No!
Yeah, we do.
Move, man! Move! Get out of there. You want to keep doing this one before that's
Jade, from half a one. No further assistance required.
Why are they not allowed to stop and search her? I don't understand it. Not stop and search. Why aren't they allowed to go in the cell and search her to take the things off her?
She's childlike. She is only 18 years old. She's been through far more than a lot of other 18-year-olds have in their life.